Okay, I apologize. This isn't a creepypasta today. It's not even a crappy pasta. Although that's a very ironic sentence, and you'll understand why. Today I'm reading Cloud Mows the Lawn. Don't ask me why. The long and short of it is, I'm a member of the Livestream Final Fantasy podcast, and somebody brought it up, and I have no self-control. Don't worry, the main focus of the channel is still creepypasta and horror novels and all that good shit, but for right now, I want to take a break like I did with the FF7 House and the Saga, but this is nowhere near as long. It's actually pretty short. At least it will be once I get to it. Now, I want you to understand something. This is a cold read. Most of my stuff I try to read straight just to get the emotions and what have you. This is a mostly cold read, but I've seen a few sentences, and I'm very disturbed at what I'm about to put onto the internet. In verbal form, at least. It's been out for ages. But, you know, that's me. Constantly behind the times. Okay, let's get this shit started. Quite literally. Cloud Mows the Lawn by Rasso. Tifa knelt by the window with her arms were rested on the windowsill. She sighed in contentment, gazing outside. Cloud was out front, mowing the lawn. His shirt was off, which was a big turn-on for Tifa, his wife of 2 weeks. Tifa laughed as she realized she could stare at him all day. She was rather sad he would finish eventually. He worked out every day, and his chest really showed that. He was the sexiest man Tifa ever saw. That didn't make Tifa fall in love with him, though. They grew up together, and they had secret crushes on each other throughout adolescence. Cloud proposed to her the day after their long adventure, and she immediately accepted. She would never forget that moment when she felt like she and Cloud were alone in space. They married a week after he proposed, and were rarely seen outside after that. Anyways, back to the story. Tifa was in the master bedroom on the second floor of their new house, watching the man of her dreams cut the grass. The 20-year-old woman was watching him mow the lawn for the 7th time. It was a hobby of hers, and the fact that they had a huge yard, and that it would take Cloud an extra long time to cut it. Watching how strong he was, she would not move for anything. Suddenly, Tifa felt a slight rumble in her stomach, but she ignored it. She was having too good a time watching Cloud. The best part, the mowing routine, was the end. When he would come upstairs to shower. Right before he entered the bathroom, she would ask Cloud if they could take a shower together. They would always end up kissing throughout the shower, and they would leave in a better mood than ever. She was so sure he would let her shower with her that she was not wearing underwear under her black miniskirt. She felt her stomach rumble again and sighed. She really didn't want to leave. She wanted Tay-Tay there for the longest time, watching he husband do the yard. Of course, she knew he would do it again and again and again, but she cherished every minute of watching him. She could not bear to stop. Tifa's stomach rumbled again, louder than the first 2 times. She realized she had to think of what to do, and quickly. She could run and return immediately, but then she would miss some of the lawn mowing. Her second option was to stay and clean up after herself, but the fear of getting caught made her feel uneasy. This feeling caused her stomach to rumble more. Tifa looked down. The floor was brand new and very expensive tile floor. It was not a very pleasant idea for her to mess it up. Whatever, Mother Tifa. When a girl has to shit, a girl has to shit. Tifa's black skirt was actually a wraparound, and it was easy to remove. Soon, she was bottomless. Tifa took a deep breath and closed her eyes. Oh, God. She pushed and grunted over again until she felt her anus stretch. That was my phone going off. I'm not going to edit it out because fuck that. This story does not deserve an edit. This is it, she said aloud while still pushing and grunting. A crackling sound filled her ears as the turd finally slid out of her body. It was a hard one, dark brown and compressed together, and boy did it stink. Tifa didn't mind the smell of her own droppings, but she knew it would be difficulty to get away with this. With Tifa's shit sitting on the floor, she felt slightly relieved. I get it, it's a pun! Oh, God. What the fuck am I reading? Tifa let out a long, gassy fart. She giggled, for she tended to have gassy poops. Her relief soon ended, however, as she felt another log traveling from her colon to her. I wish I could say this was the worst story I've read. It isn't, but just the attention to detail is impressive, kind of. She pushed again, and the turd began to slide out. Unfortunately for poor Tifa, it got stuck halfway. I bet that feels good, said Cloud from behind her. What the fuck? Tifa immediately jumped up in shock. She was so focused on expelling what was in her gorgeous mouth. Cloud finished the lawn and came up to the bedroom. So there she was, standing there in a white t-shirt, white socks, red sneakers, and no pants or underwear, and with 5 inches of shit sticking out of her ass in front of her, sticking in front of the love of her life. Tifa began to cry, and Cloud approached her and hugged her. She didn't care her shirt became drenched with his sweat. She wanted her man. She even felt the bulge in his pants and realized that her taking a dump turned him on. To Tifa's surprise, Cloud turned her and lowered her onto her hands and knees. Tifa was puzzled at first, wondering what he would doff, but that puzzle was soon solved as Cloud guided his dick word her anus and the shit that hung from it. Cloud moaned as Tifa's warm poo mashed against his dick. God fucking damn it. They had anal sex many times before, but never with a huge turd stuck in Tifa's ass. Suddenly, Cloud's dick set the poo that had been stuck in Tifa's ass free. Tifa's rectum expelled turd. Tifa farted again, and Cloud felt a pleasant breeze on his member. Thanks, exclaimed Tifa. Hey, no problem, said Cloud. I'm going to shower. Want to get in there with me? Fuck! What? Fuck! What the... Like... I could not in a million years deliver that story straight. I mean, I'd have to be cutting every 5 seconds and doing it a word at a time like a fucking text-to-speech thing to get that shit out legitimately. Quite, again, fuck! Okay, we're done. God damn it.